We have to work. We'll go to the department store tonight. We'll get all.
Coco Chanel's apartment in Paris is an iconic and historic space that reflects the legendary fashion designer's distinctive style and sophisticated taste. Located at 31 Rue Cambon in the heart of Paris, the apartment served as both her living quarters and the headquarters of Chanel. Gabrielle Chanel acquired the building in 1920 and transformed it into a multifunctional space, combining her apartment, a boutique, and her design studio. The entrance of the building leads to a staircase adorned with a mirrored banister, creating a sense of grandeur as visitors ascend to the upper floors. Coco's place was a delightful mishmash of styles. Imagine French classics rubbing shoulders with ancient artifacts, a dash of Italian flair, and even some Japanese decor sprinkled in. Back then, blending East and West was quite the trendsetter, a unique fusion where the best of both worlds came together. The salon on the first floor, where Chanel would host gatherings and meetings, is another highlight of the apartment. This space, like the rest of the apartment, is characterized by meticulous attention to detail. The mirrored walls and carefully placed objets d'art create an atmosphere of timeless elegance. Chanel's personal apartment, located on the second floor, is a testament to her affinity for blending comfort with sophistication. The apartment itself is a testament to Chanel's timeless aesthetic, characterized by a monochromatic palette of black and white. The space exudes an air of understated elegance, featuring clean lines, mirrored surfaces, and a harmonious blend of modern and antique furnishings. One of the most famous features of the apartment is the mirrored staircase that connects Chanel's private quarters to her design studio on the upper floor. This staircase allowed her to discreetly observe fashion shows without being seen, a practice she continued until her passing in 1971. The mirrored staircase, which Gabrielle Chanel affectionately referred to as the spiritual staircase, is a masterpiece in itself. It not only reflects Chanel's penchant for symmetry, but also serves a practical purpose. It allowed her to discreetly observe fashion shows in the boutique below without being directly visible to the audience. A hidden door on the mirrored staircase leads to a discreet library. This bookshelf-lined space not only served as a private retreat for Chanel, but also reflected her intellectual pursuits and love for literature. All of Coco's books have deep red tones, just like the iconic lipstick she created and the inside lining of the bags. Chanel's personal art collection was also housed in the apartment. Chanel was an avid art collector, and her apartment housed an impressive collection of artworks from renowned artists. Paintings by friends such as Salvador Dali adorned the walls, reflecting the eclectic mix of her personal tastes and the artistic milieu of the time. In her private apartment, Chanel had a replica of the Venus de Milo, the ancient Greek statue symbolizing beauty and love. Its presence added a classical touch to the contemporary surroundings, underscoring Chanel's appreciation for timeless beauty. The fireplace in Chanel's apartment featured a bold and unconventional mantelpiece, adorned with a collection of gilded wheat sheaves. This unique design element not only added a touch of whimsy, but also reinforced the theme of prosperity. Coco was very superstitious. Elements of this can be seen all over her apartment, with sculptures of different animals and religious artifacts. She wanted to feel protected at all times. For example, a frog with a crystal placed in its mouth is believed to bring love, luck, money, and health. Another important symbol for Coco was crystal balls, believed by some to have mystical properties. They were strategically placed throughout the apartment, reflecting the play of light in her carefully curated spaces. The significance of the camellia flower was paramount to Coco Chanel, with its symbolic representation of purity and longevity in Asian culture. The camellia held a pervasive presence in her designs, becoming an integral and recurrent motif in her iconic creations. Throughout Chanel's apartment, you can find subtle and not-so-subtle lion motifs. The most notable is the gilded lion that graces the apartment's salon, positioned prominently as a symbol of strength, power, and regality. The lion, being Chanel's astrological sign, was a nod to her own fierce and independent personality. Chanel's fascination with lions extended to bronze statues that adorned various corners of her apartment. These majestic creatures were not mere decorations, but representations of her own identity and astrological affinity, infusing the space with a sense of courage and majesty. Alongside the Coromandel screens, Chanel had a penchant for collecting Chinese screens. These intricate and colorful pieces of art added an exotic and eclectic touch to her living spaces, showcasing her appreciation for diverse cultures and aesthetics. Chanel's apartment also boasts a spacious salon where she entertained guests and clients. The room is adorned with symbolic elements such as her signature camellia flowers and lion motifs, reflecting her astrological sign, Leo. The apartment's design highlights her appreciation for minimalism and functionality, with furniture chosen for both its aesthetic appeal and practical use. While journalists visited Coco in the salon, it also hosted many of her famous friends, such as Elizabeth Taylor, Salvador Dali, and Pablo Picasso. The Grand Salon on the first floor is a showcase of Chanel's hosting prowess. The room is adorned with crystal chandeliers, reflecting her penchant for luxury. It served as a space for entertaining guests, hosting private fashion shows, and conducting business meetings, further blurring the lines between her personal and professional life. Gabrielle Chanel's love for simplicity and monochromatic elegance is ever present in the color palette of her apartment. Predominantly adorned in black and white, the color scheme extends to the furniture, upholstery, and even the walls. This timeless combination adds a sense of sophistication and modernity to the space. The boutique on the ground floor serves as a showcase for Chanel's latest designs, providing a seamless transition between her living space and the world of fashion. The famous Chanel No. 5 perfume was created in this very building, solidifying its status as a historic landmark in the world of fashion and fragrance. Even after Coco Chanel's passing, her apartment remains an integral part of the House of Chanel's legacy. It has been meticulously preserved and serves as an inspiration for subsequent creative directors of the fashion house. Earlier visits to the apartment were by invitation only, adding an air of exclusivity to the iconic space that continues to captivate admirers of Chanel's enduring style and influence. After taking a look at the Coco Chanel apartment, what are your thoughts? Is her home as spectacular as you thought it would be? Would you like to visit this apartment? Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. See you in the next video.